Welcome back. We are exploring a different and very interesting topic here in Ozarks tonight, hidden identities. And to explain exactly what that means, we have Dr. Linda Moser, a professor at Missouri State University. Dr. Moser, thank you so much for being here with us.
Oh, thank you for having me, Jennifer.
So I first learned about this topic and about you watching a video that MSU put out, and we'll get to that in just a minute. We'll show you this video. But first I wanted to ask you, what is hidden identities and why do you research this topic, and do you use literature to teach this topic in some of your classes? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Okay, I am a literature professor, and most of my focus in my research are on literatures written by ethnic minorities or people from different non-Anglo cultures. When we talk about hidden identities, they're not really, it's not as if we're really trying to hide them, but they're identities that people in mainstream America might not know about or may just know about in a simplistic way. Does that make sense?
I think so, yes. And it makes sense to me because I've watched the video and I want to show that. So let's take a look and then we'll continue this conversation so we can talk more about these hidden identities. Let's check it out.
We each perform many roles. We put on different personas. This isn't to say we are fake. We simply change and adapt our identities depending on the situation. I'm fascinated by how authors convey culture, ethnicity, and race. Writers and their characters take on multiple and often conflicting roles. The multicultural writers I study are not trying to promote a singular version of Asian American or Native American or African American experience. You don't have to be either or something. You can be both and.
Now, Dr. Moser, in that video you mentioned we perform many roles. It's not necessarily we're being fake, but you're taking on different roles depending on the situation. How does that apply in real life, and what does that mean exactly for someone who might think, well, no, I don't perform many roles. This is who I am.
Right. Well, Jennifer, just for you here in the studio, you present a persona, a very sophisticated, knowledgeable, and very assured persona, and I'm sure that is really part of who you are, but it isn't who you are when you're in the grocery store, or it isn't necessarily who you are when you go home or visit your parents, or when you're with friends that you grew up with. And so when I'm teaching and we're studying works of literature, we look at that dynamic on different levels. And so we might ask, who is a character at home when she is with her Chinese immigrant family who may be here legally or illegally? And who is she when she's protesting? So I was just thinking about Maxine Hong Kingston. She is sort of one of the inspirations behind that video, and one of the writers that I study, she talks about who she is. She's not sure who she is. She has to be one thing when she's in an American school, but at home she's somebody else with her parents and in her neighborhood.
Now, it's interesting you mentioned your students when we're talking about people who are here from the Ozarks. It may not be so clear the differences in the roles that they are playing. What is the feedback that you're getting from students who maybe started in your class and thought, didn't see those different roles that they were performing, and then after your class, by looking at someone's life, like you said, where you see that contrast, going to an American school and going home to an immigrant family, that's a huge difference there. But what is the feedback you're receiving from students who maybe those differences weren't so clear in the beginning?
Well, I think for a lot of students, there's several ways that they approach this. On the one hand, they might be just surprised to see different cultural practices or different beliefs, and so they become more aware of that. But I think for particular students, they realize that they may be dealing with a similar thing. I work a lot with first-generation students, and they don't have oftentimes anybody in their family who has gone to college, and that is a huge cultural shift. At a university, we speak a particular language, we communicate in a certain way, we use email, for example, which seems outmoded. There's a structure structure to the university. They may not understand, and they may not understand how they can advocate for themselves in the classroom. For those students in particular, I think they start to see, oh, the university is a different place. I need to learn some different skills or some different customs just to relate and do well here.
Another thing you say too in that video that I found very interesting and can also relate to, you say you don't have to be either or something. You can be both and. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, I think that applies in a lot of ways in life. We tend to want to categorize and say it makes things easier. You're discreetly this or you're discreetly that, especially if you're in a world where things are seen as mutually exclusive. And so I think some of the writers that I teach and that I have mentioned, they've been categorized in a certain way. And I'm just going to bring up Maxine Hong Kingston, where she was born in Stockton, California. She's raised in California. She speaks English, as a first language. And yet everywhere she went growing up, she was considered Chinese, Asian. And what she's trying to say is, no, this is, she says I'm Chinese American. But she is insisting that her identity is American, and it's not mutually exclusive to being Chinese. She claims both parts of her heritage. One thing that we do at Missouri State is we focus on public affairs, and part of that public affairs mission includes cultural competence, and that includes understanding your own culture and your own cultural values, but it also it means that you are aware of other people's cultural values. You can't make assumptions about anybody, and to value diversity and to understand that having multiple points of view can be enriching in lots of different ways.
All right, Dr. Moser, thank you so much for sharing with us. Wonderful work.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks for being here. We'll be right back with more right after this.